Hello, and welcome to WebDesignPDF.com, a sister site of FreeWebDesignTutorial.com. The purpose of this website is for you to download our free web design checklist PDF so that you can build your own website. While this checklist is free, the total process is not. You will still need to buy a domain, sign up for hosting, and all that fun stuff. And the total cost for all this should be about $100 for your first year. Inside this free web design checklist PDF, you will learn how to do the following. First thing we're going to do is to find the best username and domain. So basically what I mean by this is when you're starting out online, it's best to search the internet so that your domain, whether it's bestcompanyname.com, can also be the handle on your social media platforms such as Instagram and Twitter. So it would be at bestcompanyname. So it's the exact same as the .com and your username. And we're going to be showing you how to do this with a free platform that doesn't only check the domain and social media usernames, but it also checks for trademarks to make sure that you don't get a cease and desist letter. And I'm going through this and explaining the importance of this because I have spent weeks building out a brand, working on logo content, website, social media, everything, just to get a cease and desist letter in the mail saying that you cannot use that name. So I just want to make sure I walk you guys through this to make sure you guys don't have to suffer the same issue. The next thing we're going to cover is once you find that name, we're going to go through and register for hosting and your domain and get everything set up for that domain. Then after we do that, we're going to walk through the steps to install the WordPress software, which is the free software that comes with the hosting account, so you can actually build out your website using the WordPress software. And inside of that, we're going to be installing the WordPress theme that we're going to use to build a completely responsive mobile website. Then, once we finish installing the theme, we're going to be installing the plugins. I have used many different plugins since I've started using WordPress back in like 2009. And I've found there are some really good plugins, there are some really bad plugins, and then there are golden plugins. And the bulk install process we're going to go through this is going to install what I call the golden plugins, which are plugins that normally need to be set and installed on almost every single website that you use, or that you build for that, rather. So inside this, I'm actually going to be covering the proper settings for all of these plugins and how to bulk install them all at one time so you don't have to worry about anything. The next thing after we get the plugins set up is going to be install placeholder pages. Now this is going to be basic pages that you need for your website, including a home page, an about page, contact page, blog page, as well as a few legal pages such as the privacy policy and earnings disclaimer and stuff like that. Now the legal pages are going to be there as templates. The entire page is written out in content for those pages. And using those pages, the only thing that I ask, is that if you do decide to use those pages, please have legal representation or seek legal counsel to have them look over those pages to make sure it's exactly what you need. The next thing we're going to cover is some web design concepts as far as different things you might want to know about your website, how to change some what you need on the home page, or the different types of ways you can go through designing your about page or contact page, things to that nature. Then we're going to go through and completely finish designing your website for those pages. We're going to go through, take the website live, and get you going to completely finish your entire website. So, and that includes some little tips and things to do once you finish once you finish designing your website, how to launch it, where to share it, all that fun stuff. So that leads me to only one question. What are you waiting for? Get your free web design checklist today by entering in your email in the form below, and I will see you inside the training. Have yourself a great day. Take care.